4, 5. So this is the row 1, this is row 2, and this is row 3. So there are 3 rows of circles, 3 rows of 5. Okay. To find the total number in the array, we have to add all of them. So let us add the x's and the circles together. So we have to add the x's as well as the circles together to get the total number of items in the array. Fill in the blanks. Dash 5s plus dash 5s equals dash 5s. The array shows 1 and 2. 2 5s plus 1, 2 and 3. 3 5s equals 5 5s. How did we get 5 5s as an answer? So we have added the number of x's and the number of circles together. In number of x's there are 2 5s. So this is 1 5 and this is 2 5. And in the number of circles we have 3 5s. So this is a 3, this is the 4th and this is the 5th. So there are totally 5 5s when we add them together. How can we write 5 5s? 5 5s can be written as 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 means 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5 makes 10, 10 plus 5 makes 15, 15 plus 5 makes 20, and 20 plus 5 makes 25. So 5 times 5 equals 25. So the total number in the array, is 25. And the multiplication sentence is 5 times 5 equals 25. Faith picks 15 tomatoes from her garden. She puts 5 tomatoes in each bag. Draw Faith's bag of tomatoes. So what is Faith doing here? Faith is picking tomatoes from her garden. How many number of tomatoes did she pick? She picked 15 tomatoes from her garden. So here we know that the total is 15. 15 is the total. She puts 5 tomatoes in each bag. In each bag means in one bag. In each bag represent in one bag. So how many tomatoes she puts in one bag or each bag? 5 tomatoes, right? So 5 here is the size of one group or each group. Now let us draw Faith's bag of tomatoes. So now I know the total number of tomatoes is 15 and the size of one group is 5. So this is the first bag of tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the second bag of tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 5 makes 10. this is the third bag of tomatoes. So 10 plus 5 should make 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now if you see, let me count the tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So she has put 15 tomatoes in the bags. And each bag has 5 tomatoes. Write a multiplication sentence that describes the drawing. The multiplication sentence that describes this drawing above is number of groups. I have 3 bags, so 3 is the number of groups, times the size of each group or the size of each bag or one bag. So what is the size of one bag or each bag? 5. So 3 times 5 equals 15. The question here is, Max plants 12 sunflowers in his garden. He plants them in 3 rows. Write a division sentence. What did Max do? Max is planting sunflowers in his garden. How many did he plant? He planted 12 sunflowers. So the total we know here is 12. 12 is the total. He plants them in 3 rows. Each row is a group, right? So the number of groups is 3. So 3 is the number of groups. So let me write that down. Number of groups. What is a division sentence? Total divided by number of groups equals size of each group. So this is the division sentence. So let us substitute for this division sentence. What is the total here? What is the total? We know the total is 12. 12. And write the same divided sign. So divided by number of groups. We know that the number of groups here is 3 rows, right? So 3. 12 divided by 3. Copy the same equal sign as such. Equals size of each group. That we don't know. We have to find out. Let us divide the 12 into 3 groups. So I have made 3 groups, group 1, group 2 and group 3. Let us divide the 12 into 3 groups. Now let's start doing it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So each group contains how many number of sunflowers? So each group contains, so this is one group. So each group contains 1, 2, 3, 4. Each group contains 4 number of sunflowers. So the answer is 4. The quotient in the division sentence represents the number of flowers in each row. The number of flowers in each row means the size of one group. So what is the quotient here? 4 is the quotient. 12 is the dividend. 3 is the divisor. Now Max is adding 2 more identical rows of sunflower to his original 3 rows. Draw an array to show how many flowers he has. So original 3 rows, that means already he had 3 rows of flowers, right? That is what we did. So let me draw the 3 rows first. So 3 rows of 4, 1 row of 4. This is second row of 4. This is the third row of 4. So there are 3 rows here. 1 row, 2 row, and the third row. 3 rows together. Now, what he is doing is he is adding 2 more identical rows of flowers. So let me show you that. So this is 1 row of additional 1 row of sunflower. This is the second row of sunflower. So there are 2 rows of additional identical rows of sunflowers to his original 3 rows. So this was his original 3 row, and the one we added is the additional 2 rows. Let us skip count and add and find out. For row 2, 8, 4 plus 4 is 8. Row 3, 8 plus 4 is 12. Row 4, 12 plus 4 is 16. Row 5, 16 plus 4 is 20. So there are 20 number of sunflowers in total. So let me write the statement. Max has 20 sunflowers, period. Now, period. The question here is 3 times 4 plus 2 times 4 is equal to 5 times 4. We have to check whether 3, this side, left hand side, is equal to the right hand side. So this is the 3 rows of arrays or sunflowers, 3 rows of sunflowers that he had originally. And this is the 2 rows of sunflower that he added, identical rows of sunflower that he added to the original. So these are the added ones. And we found that 3 plus 2 rows of arrays gives 5 rows of arrays. So this is the new, or the total number of arrays, rows, right? Okay. So let me check. If you see in both the multiplication expression, 4 is common in both the multiplication expressions, right? Okay, so let us take the 4 outside. So if we take the 4 outside, we are left with this 3 and this 2, because this 4 has gone out and this 4 has also gone out. So we are left with 3 and 2. So let me write 3 plus 2. 4 parentheses 3 plus 2. 4 parentheses, we know the value of 3 plus 2. What is the value of 3 plus 2? The value of 3 plus 2 is 5. 4 parentheses 5 means 4 times 5. 4 times 5 means, what is the meaning of 4 times 5? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Right? What is 5 plus 5? We know 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. And 15 plus 5 is 20. So the answer is 20. 4 times 5 can also be written as 5 times 4. This is a commutative property that we have already studied. So we know that 5 times 4 can be written as 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, right? So what is the value of 4 plus 4 plus? 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 4 is 16, and 16 plus 4 is 20. So 4 times 5 equals 20. And 5 times 4 is also equal to 20. So the answer can be written as 3 times 4 inside the parentheses plus 2 times 4, close the parenthesis, equals 5 times 4. When old rows of flower or original rows of flowers is added to the new rows of flowers, we get the total number of flowers sunflower that is in her garden.